Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 14. So Module 14 is the last module for your major essay assignments. You will be submitting the final draft of your ad analysis in this module. So you're just finishing up that essay and getting that submitted. After this point, the last two modules in the class will be covering kind of final assignments and information, and it's review and reflection and that kind of thing. So we are done with major essay assignments after this module. So taking a look here, you can see that the only assignment is to just submit the final draft of the essay. The criteria is in here, as well as the works cited entry examples. So just as a reminder, you are choosing a visual to respond to. The major criteria, which is in the title of the assignment, is to do an analysis of this visual, and so you want to be looking for a good visual that you can actually get into kind of why they created it that way. Why did they choose to use these colors, or put this type of font, or this layout, or whatever you notice in the visual as you're looking through it. Just remember that you're encouraged to use still images because they're a little bit easier. However, commercials add another layer of complexity, and so they are a little bit more difficult to write about, but you can still use them. So a couple of things that students tend to do with this essay that have them lose points. First of all, not starting like the very first sentence with what visual they're analyzing. Any kind of analysis essay is just going to start with what's being analyzed. So similar to that rhetorical analysis that you did at the beginning of the semester, the same idea here. We need to know what's being discussed within the essay immediately. Little brief description. You have the visual or the thesis statement of the visual's main message. You can actually start with, the message of this ad, or the message of this, cartoon, or whatever is, and that kind of helps you focus the thesis a little. Everybody's will sound a little bit the same, but that's okay. For this essay, really just trying to center yourself on that message is important. And then the body paragraphs, this is typically where students lose the most points. Either they forget this paragraph on rhetorical appeals and audience, or most of their essay is just a description of what it looks like. I can look at an advertisement or a cartoon or whatever and see the same thing that you do. What I want to know is, what does it mean? And more importantly, what do you think it means? Because you are the writer of this essay. So I'm not interested in what other people think it means. I'm interested in what you think it is. So your task is to really just break it down into just different aspects of the design and discuss, why did they choose to do it this way? What does this mean? Why, what is some of the things that we can look at beyond what you see? So symbolism, right? So does this mean anything beyond itself? So what kind of colors do they use, and why would they have chosen these colors? That kind of thing. So that's the body of the essay. Really important that you're doing that analysis, that you're getting deeper into it. We're not surface level. We're going underneath, trying to understand what the thought process was behind creating this visual. And then that works cited page will just have a copy of the visual itself. Along with an actual copy of the visual, you're going to include that works cited entry. So I do have a couple of examples here for you. You can look in the New Harbour Guide, has just a section on other sources, but I went ahead and provided you with an advertisement online, work of art online, cartoon, and YouTube video. If you do use a visual that is like a print copy, so you actually picked up a magazine and you found one, you'll have to do an advertisement within a magazine, which is slightly different, and that's fine. But if you decide to do that, then instead of like including, copying and pasting the image or something, you'll have to like take a picture of it and then drop the image into your essay. So either way, it works just fine. But if you have any questions about what you found, or what, how to do it, how to put the works cited page entry together, just let me know. I've had a couple of students where they found, they Googled, they found the image, but they can't find where it originally came from. And so you're more than welcome to email me that as well, because I can dig around a little bit, see if I can find it. So those are some examples for you. And then the last thing in the unit, of course, is to submit. And you're just going to submit your final draft and take a look at the grading rubric before you do so. The main part of this assignment really is just making sure that you have the good analysis in the middle. That's typically where students lose the most points. So if you have any questions, we are not doing a peer edit for this one. So if you're not certain if your assignment or your draft meets the criteria, you can always send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.